Well, hello and welcome to I Love Gay today. And we're in Vancouver, Canada, and we are here with Christopher Logan. How are you?
I'm good, Matt. How are you doing today?
Fantastic. It's so great to connect with you here. I love watching what you've created online through Sunday Shorts Vancouver Short Film Festival.
I love it. That's great to hear.
Yeah, but now it was fun when I was taking a look at what you've done. You've kind of created this online virtual film festival with shorts, but you had a history even starting this pre-pandemic that was in an actual theater and a more traditional film festival.
Yeah, we started at the Park Theater in 2019. It was just a showcase for local filmmakers, very Vancouver-based filmmakers.
Yeah.
Um, I had trouble trying to find a few films I wanted to see. It started with The Shipment, a film directed by Bobby Bala that has Omari Newton and Alec Ponovic in it. And I was trying to track that film down. And then I found another few films that other people were like, hey, if you can find this one too, let me know where you can find this one. And it started me down this path of trying to find out where to find these films and where to see these films. So I ended up throwing an event where we could see them all together.
Yeah. I loved what you called it. Sunday in the Park with Shorts.
Yeah, well, you need a little play on words, don't you?
I only would have known that because I have a Broadway husband, and we went to see Sunday in the Park with George here in New York. So
Oh,
it's like, wait a
nice.
second. I think I know exactly where he's going with this.
It's very classic. It's very classic to have a throwback like that.
It is. But no, you even have a whole LGBT angle to your film festival as well. Yes.
Yes, definitely. I mean, I'm a gay filmmaker myself, and I want to help other gay filmmakers get seen, get heard. We're getting contributions from all different countries at the moment, and a couple of LGBT entries from Iran that are really interesting to me.
Oh, wow.
And we're hoping to push and promote LGBT filmmakers to give them a platform. Our partnership with Pick Media to give them some interviews, some coverage, and hopefully be talking to TV about possibly putting the shorts on the air. Haven't broached that yet, but hopefully we'll find a way to do that. But anything that we can do to help push these performers and filmmakers forward, I'm all for.
I thought it was interesting when I was going through some of the submissions you had that, like you said, with the LGBT shorts and the connection with Iran. Is that something that's near and dear to your heart?
Well, to be honest, it came up all by accident. Actually, I got contacted by a few Iranian filmmakers, and
Yeah.
at first I didn't know what I was listening to. It sounded like like a letter from a Nigerian prince. It was very overblown language, and it was very, my gracious sir, how are you today? I would like to present you with this, and it was asking for free waiver codes for the film
Okay.
festival, and I thought it was just a little trying to get a coupon in the
Yeah.
beginning.
Yeah.
But then when I talked to a few other people who run film festivals, it seems that with the sanctions in Iran, they can't use PayPal and they can't use credit cards online. So they have no way to get their work out.
Yeah.
So I contacted a few other people who run film festivals, and I've sponsored a few Iranian filmmakers to their festivals. They've sponsored a few to ours. And we sort of just under the table, I pay three of their entry fees, they pay three of mine, and so forth. So it's like a little underground railroad for Iranian filmmakers. Not to overspeak it, but
Yeah.
it's quite charming to be part of that kind of community building.
Yeah, no, that's very unique. That's very unique in that sense, and I think it's amazing, and I think it's also going to give you an opportunity to really differentiate in terms of bringing some voices forward that we really have not had an opportunity to ever hear before.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, that's where a film festival usually really shines, by giving a voice or a place where people can speak their voice that they haven't heard before.
Yeah,
The thing that I found really interesting about some of the submissions from other countries, and especially Iran, is for a place that I think of as having some political unrest, the stories are actually still small little human moments, just
yeah,
like every other filmmaker. And it's quite wonderful to see that connect across boundaries.
yeah. It's interesting. Shifting gears slightly, but it's in the same genre. It's the whole idea of shorts. From where we're looking online and social media, it just seems like content has been going more and more. I always say the short form is designed to get people excited for the longer form. Where you're on Twitter, you're on Facebook, you see 30 seconds to a minute, you're like, oh, that's interesting. You click over and you watch something longer. But there really is something developing in terms of just short form content, telling the entire story. TikTok, and all these
Yeah.
things and TikTok being only 2 minutes, but everything is geared towards trying to increase that time, but never really increasing it too much, but just enough so that people can tell a full story. But it seems like you've hit on a trend.
Well, we basically hit on the short attention span theater that was built from Vines, from Facebook, from TikTok. All these things has
Yeah.
been going forever with social media. but it seems to have been around long enough that people are willing to listen to a story or listen to something that becomes a little more fully formed.
Yeah.
So they're used to the quick hits. They know instantly whether they're going to click into something or not, and whether they're willing to stay. So you have a chance to pitch slightly longer form content than the TikTok stuff.
Yeah.
And it's a really great chance for short films to shine and get messages out, because people are willing to take a chance on more things.
Yeah.
It's sort of like, I guess, flipping through the remote, I guess, in a way. And if you can catch someone's attention right away, which shorts tend to do, they tend to be very punchy, and have a strong point of view. So they grab your attention right away. So we have more of a chance of grabbing those people because they're used to doing it, used to seeing that kind of content.
I know that we, myself, our team, we agree. It's and that's the direction we've gone, and that's where. But mostly, I'm very much looking forward to being able to interview some of the folks that you bring to the table here, in terms of helping get their voice out and learning more of their backstory. And I think it's going to make a great opportunity and partnership for us.
Yeah, I'm very excited about that, because to me, I mean, a lot of this is about connectivity and connecting with other filmmakers, seeing what their work is, seeing what their work is about, where they come from, who they are as people, and those backstories. Interviewing the filmmakers, especially the LGBT filmmakers, for me, is really eye-opening to see where people come from, just from a standpoint of how they build stories. If for some people, the story is very, very personal and it's actually what's happened to them. For others, it's a fantasy where the emotion is under the subtext, but it's all still there. And it's interesting to see those stories and then see the backstory with the interview of how it all came together, and to see who that person is that was able to put it all together.
Yeah. Well, like I said, looking forward to this. So, but mostly I'm really happy that you're able to take a few moments of your time and share some of your story with our audience, because I think there's some amazing stuff you're doing and working on, and look forward to seeing where all that goes.
Oh, thanks, Matt. I'm very happy to be able to do this with you, and thankful as well. And as I think I told you a little earlier before we started, as an actor, I'm so used to playing characters and stuff, and I start speaking about myself and I just get a little nervous. So I'm feeling like I don't know what's happening, right? So I'm trying to find my grounding at the same time. But I am really hopeful for this festival, because I'm trying to stay true to what it is. A short film is a small thing. I'm trying to make sure we keep everything small and everything focused and quick and tight and small. And that way we have a way of grounding it and not growing too big for our britches. And it seems to be getting some traction. We've got some great sponsors, with UBC ACTRA giving us some money to give away as prizes for the best performer categories. William F. White's is giving us $2,500 in equipment for the best filmmaker. Passion Flix, a streaming service in the States, is going to stream the most romantic shorts. And Pink Media is doing coverage for the LGBT filmmakers. And Pender PR is doing a publicity package as well. So we're trying to get a lot of these filmmakers, these short filmmakers, some of them first-time filmmakers, familiar with the publicity part of it, to try to get enough things for their press packs so they can start contacting distribution people and trying to get the next project started.
That's excellent. Well, we're going to make sure to link to all this and all even some of your interviews and so forth, but all that through especially the YouTube post of this video. So, but mostly I'm just really happy that you're able to share some moments of your time, and look forward to working with you on this.
Okay, thank you very much, Matt.
All right, thanks.
So good.